Look, I think as you rightly said, we ourselves as a company have been recording for the last 6-7 quarters very steady volume growth, which is secular across categories, and I think that's what is making the difference. If I look at it in overall terms, this has been the trend in the consumption goods sector itself. So a lot of consumer goods are having similar results. I think it has got to do with the fact that the consumption story in India is becoming stronger, and in fact I think the way I see it is subject to, of course, a satisfactory monsoon, which it looks like more than satisfactory, and I think with the rural growths as well having an uptick in the last couple of quarters, the consumption sector can certainly look forward to some healthy period of growth in the coming period as well.
So you mean to say that you are saying that there is visibility that the healthy volume growth may sustain for next few quarters at least?
Look, it looks, one of the things that as an economy we have gone through, we went through the bumps of demonetization, we went through the bumps of settling into GST, then the rationalization of GST and the rates. I think now there was also turbulence in terms of the wholesale business because of these changes. I think that has now settled in. And by and large, most organizations, including Nestle, are facing a period of relatively stable growth. And it is the hope of companies like mine that this trend continues into the future as well. It doesn't look like the story is going to, or the music is going to stop very soon. But again, I'm not a soothsayer. All I can say is that the trends seem to have been positive in the past, and hopefully they will continue to be likewise in the future.
So recently I even read your commentary. You said that Nestle India wants to be a complete breakfast and complete foods company.
Yes.
So what's the strategy on the overall side? If you could get some color on that.
Look, I think as I've mentioned before, I think the challenge at Nestle is not what to launch but when to launch. And I think what we have really done is we have put growth at the centerpiece of our strategy, and I think that is bearing fruits in terms of not only secular growth but also growth over a period of time in volume terms, in value terms. The comment that I made on the breakfast opportunity, in fact, breakfast is the biggest and the most important source of nutrition for the day. So if that is true in nutritional terms, then I think as a company, I can say in all humility that starting from milk to coffee to ready to drink to Maggi, atta and oat noodles, to breakfast cereals, now Nest Plus, and yogurts, we really have a full range of products that can be offered to the consumer, and I think what we will be doing over a period of time is to build on this opportunity in the portfolio of the company.
I must also congratulate you that not only your stock price but your numbers are also back and perhaps higher than what we saw when the Maggi debacle actually came. So are you happy about it, and how was this period when people started questioning that particular very high contributing product?
Look, I think Ajay is, leadership is always a very happy journey. When you see people around you smile, and when you see the teams around you also thrive. I think my satisfaction as a leader in this company has been the fact that I've been able to contribute in a small way to the uptick in the fortunes of the company. But I think beyond me, it is consumers and stakeholders who have played a very, very important role in whatever has been done. Now, by no stretch of imagination do I talk of complacence, because complacence is a sign of a sure weakness to come. I think what we have achieved as a company gives me a lot of strength, gives me also a lot of humility that beyond me there are so many millions of people who are making such a positive impact on the company. I live for the purpose and values of this organization, and all I can say is in the future, if the consumers continue to bless me and to bless the products of this company, we will continue to be one of the valued companies in this country.
So just last question on your margins. or in the industry margins, the way packaging costs are panning out, the way logistics costs are panning out because diesel is high. Do you see some amount of clouds on your margin?
Look, as I mentioned earlier as well, when we declared our second quarter results, I think in the first half we have had very clearly an enhanced margins, almost 500 to 600 basis points on operating margins, and that really came on operating profits, and that really came out of the kind of tailwind effects that we've had on commodities, together with some cost rationalization and some efficiencies that we have put in. Plus Maggi also coming back has given us a scale effect. Now, as we look forward, clearly the clouds are gathering. This round of petroleum price increases and also of the devaluation of the currency is clearly going to have, in some sense, an impact on the overall cost structures that we have. I think we are still confident that with the current levels we should be able to mitigate a lot of what is happening. But if it really goes beyond a threshold, then we might have to take selective price increases.
So how's the growth coming in from the tier 2, tier 3 side of the country beyond the top 20 towns? Are you witnessing, because some of your peers are saying that there is a lot of vibrancy and buoyancy in, beyond the metros. Are you observing the same?
No, Ajay, I always say that there are many Indias within India, and I think for me, I would probably echo some of the comments that you are hearing from the industry. Tier 2, tier 3 are really starting to perform well. Also, if you look at the e-commerce business, a lot of the orders are coming from tier 2 and tier 3. So that only tells you that there is a huge amount of latent demand, because I would really call it as the convergence of aspirations. There is a convergence because of the whole telecom boom that's happening in the country. There is very clearly a convergence of aspirations on lifestyles and values between semi-urban, rural India and urban India. And I think that is leading and fueling the demand that we are starting to see.
So 3 to 5% price hikes should suffice if the need be?
Look, Ajay, I don't wish to speculate on price increases. All that I would say is that the endeavor of the company is, since I have put growth and volume growth at the centerpiece, I would try my damnedest best with my team to mitigate as much as possible the cost increases that come my way. And therefore, when I say selective, it's only when it becomes unmanageable where I have to do a trade-off.